Alright, so we are live. Hi guys! I'm here with Mr. and Mrs. Jackson. We're just gonna give it a couple minutes before we start. Let me know how the sound is. Let me know that you can hear me clearly. And please like and share. So we're just gonna give it a couple minutes, maybe 1 or 2 minutes. Just 1 or 2 minutes and then we'll get started. The beautiful struggle.
Beautiful struggle.
I love it.
Just sit here just for a minute.
Alright, I'm just sharing.
We out here Facebook Live and podcasting and all that.
Yes, it's Facebook Live, it's YouTube Live.
YouTube Live and all that.
Yes.
Talking about this good old marriage life.
Merge life.
With the old lady.
Merge like I
Merge like with the
You
old
married.
lady.
You's a married guy.
I was married, man.
You
Yes,
was
ma'am.
married now.
I was married, man.
Oh, I love it.
That's all good.
Yes, I love it. So you guys, you know you gotta like and share. Please ask questions. And we're gonna jump right into it because I just love to be in the presence of a beautiful couple. And I love to hear about the beautiful struggle. Because it don't always gotta be peachy and cream all the time to be beautiful. Come on now. It can still be beautiful without it being all, perfect as we want it to be. You know, sometimes we just want everything to go a certain way and it don't gotta go like that.
For sure.
For it to be beautiful.
That's right.
So wait, can you introduce yourselves officially? Well, first let me just say this is the SEN podcast. This is the Singles Exposed Network, and what we do here is we expose love in different vastities, right? In different pictures and different stories, and we also shed light and spread wisdom because it's all about relationship in this world, and a lot of us, we want relationship. We may feel that we are here for someone special, even though we may not meet that person in an amount of time. But I'm believing we have Mr. and Mrs. Jackson here, and they have their story, and I can't wait to hear it. So I'm gonna let them. Now, can you give them your government name? Because I just did the Mr. and Mrs. Jackson because I like the way that sounds.
That's all good.
That would be like, so I'm Brianna Jackson.
I'm Taryn Jackson.
Brianna and Taryn Jackson.
Yes.
Yes, and you guys are now married.
Yes, we are.
So when did y'all get married?
October 9th, 2020.
Yeah.
Oh my God, during COVID.
During COVID.
What? How y'all do that?
Child.
Listen.
It's a story.
Okay, who wants to start? Because I'll put you, I'll point you out.
When do you want to start?
So I want to start from, let's just start from the beginning since we're here with it. Oh, tell me about the beginning. Tell me about when you met her.
So I knew Bree from high school, but we never was like in a relationship or nothing like that. Like we bumped into each other after high school,
Really?
and then that's when our relationship kind of started.
So what'd you say? You said I knew you from the block? What,
No, I was walking down the street one day. She was coming out the house. Hey, where you been?
One of those
It was in the
days.
summertime, and then we start kicking it that summer, and then I look up
Summer.
and we sit on the podcast right there. Like,
Wait, what year was that? Stop it. He's so funny. What year was that?
2005.
05.
Yep.
So almost 20 years. Yeah, almost 20 years ago.
You saw her
He was like
in the summer.
Summertime thing, she like, what you doing there? Exchange numbers and all that. We linked up, and then from there, she never left my side ever.
She love you. Look at her. She glowing over there.
For a little bit though, then it got dark. But we
ain't gonna do that part yet.
So how was the dating experience with you guys? Let's talk about that. How did you get her? What you had in your bag?
What you mean?
That you pulled out and used so you could get the girl that you wanted.
Listen, man, it ain't about what you got in your bag. It's just about who you are, though. It ain't about all the tricks and all that good stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So what did you do? Tell me.
I know I was good to her.
You was good?
I was good to her. That's the best way I can explain it.
But how does that look?
I don't know. Going out on dates, spending quality time with each other, just laughing and watching reruns of Martin.
In the beginning, we did a lot of we just really did a lot of chilling.
Yeah, we chilled. We just got to know each other for real.
Right. Because we just knew each other from school.
Because in school, it was she was in a couple of my classes, but it wasn't I'm trying to get Brie. That's why it was funny like that. Then, that's how life worked, though. And it wasn't and I always used to tell her this, too, you was always cute and all that. I seen you, but, it was what it was.
Listen, this thing right here, he captivated a whole audience, a whole school. Everybody, just made everybody laugh. He has, this wonderful personality, right?
Yeah.
So I was just in the background, just cracking up,
all the time, just cracking up. I see you in the background cracking up.
And he used to really, not target everybody, but it was the way he target people and got on people was so funny and loving. At the same time, it was just crazy.
Right.
So it was it wasn't really no bullying and stuff, but it was oh, he coming for you. Oh no, watch out! He had the school so shook. After Easter, when everybody
big bully out here.
No, seriously. After Easter, when you had everybody come to school with their new stuff on, right?
That's right.
This
the
one over here,
the whites.
in the lunchroom, oh, you got on. So now everybody
scared with their new stuff.
That's
just this cruel kids though.
But it was funny though.
I'm changed.
It was
funny.
When
I hear that now, I'll be I was like that.
It was funny though, but me in the background was
right.
He ain't gonna get me. But I used to laugh at all of his jokes all the time. I never looked at him like that.
No, for sure.
Wow.
Man. That's crazy. But I always think about that. We got 2 kids, married and all that. I've been knowing this girl really since I was 17.
Wow.
Right? Mm-hmm. And then we bumped back into each other. I was in my early 20s. And then the relationship kind of started from there, right there,
Because he didn't really know me. I didn't really know him. I just knew him.
We went to school together. Yeah, we went to school.
So I knew every time I associated funny with him because that's what he was. But then when I got to know him, I realized why he was being funny all the time. And it was but it took for us really chilling. We chilled for 2005, 2006, 2007.
Yeah. Couple years, 3-4 years.
We really chilled. Never left each other's side and all that stuff. So it was just going through.
So that was the honeymoon stage, would you say?
Then we got our first apartment together. That was the honeymoon stage.
Yeah.
And
first place.
And then once the bills kicked in, that's when it was because we still was living on our food. Then that was a whole nother ball game, right? So then that's when the real relationship started. Before the.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
The fun and all that. It's not as much fun.
Yeah, it was you go your way, I go my way. I was still finishing up school and we was, young adults, so trying to find each other and all right, I ain't had no kids. I get up and go as I please. So that was we was cool. Then we started being adults.
Yeah. Together.
My.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me about that. Tell me about y'all being adults. Look, y'all gonna take a y'all is cute, I have to say. Yeah. Y'all are so cute. So tell me about the adulting. How was that?
It was a transition, trust me.
Yes, it was. It was a lot. Then when it started, it started in an apartment, but it was still kind of all right. But then it started when little Tara came. Yeah,
I think we had our first child. Yeah, that's when because we could still pay bills on time and stuff and all that. But once the first baby came, right, then it was a whole different dynamic because it's now we gotta do this, and take care of this right here. Oh man, and it's tight right now, and I still want to do what I want to do.
What?
So
And
yeah,
I was like, and then I come from a background where I'm like, I gotta make sure my bills is paid on time.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, all right, they gonna get it. And I'd be like,
they gonna get it.
I'd be like, what?
When they gonna get it?
They gonna get it. I'm like, they gonna get it, but it's not like it was $20. It was like
it ain't off yet. They gonna get it.
It was a couple $100. Talking about they gonna get it. Like what? And they getting it now. They gonna never get it.
But that's the part right there though. Was it? In your adolescence, your mid 20s, you think you're all the way grown, right? And you still don't understand the whole dynamic of a relationship, right? And the balances and all that. So that was that part, right? But you don't learn that until later on down still, though, because you still want to go through everything else we're going through. Right?
Yeah.
The arguing about the bills and on time and
and their financial situation.
Yeah, that financial joint is the real one. People really got
to struggle right there. Like, and it's still
you get that one in order though, because that's the one though. If you get that one in order, everything else becomes a breeze a little bit. Like
I really agree. Especially if you vibe off of like everything else, and then you be like financial.
You can't do nothing.
You can't do nothing, or you gotta like really budget and really be like but doing that with one person is already a struggle. Doing that with two,
get that money, get that finance together. Yeah, you can enjoy your relationship more with your finances together. Yeah, for sure.
So when you say financial together,
you don't gotta be rich.
Both bringing in the money. It doesn't have to do with saving. Like you gotta get on the same plate where you gotta sit down. You gotta go over. What's the expectation?
All of that. So because before when I wasn't doing it, we wasn't married. We was boyfriend, girlfriend, baby father, baby mama. So we wasn't even in the right space still anyway. So it still wasn't gonna be all the way right.
Okay.
But
it's better now. But back then it was like. Yeah, I was over here, he was over there, and it was like...
And like we both was working this and that third, but the way we looked at everything still was different. So we wasn't becoming one at all as a boyfriend, girlfriend, baby father. And we just was going through the relationship motions and playing house, what they say. Playing house. Yeah, we was playing house.
Mm-hmm. Until when?
Her mom and them all had all the time talking about me, how I moved.
Mom wasn't supporting that.
She like, yeah, all right, Mom, I got you. And then when the lease ended, she was out.
She said, Mama ain't raised no fool. Mama ain't raised no fool. I'm great.
I'm all in the basement here.
Wait, did you know? Did you see it coming? Like, did you just come home and the bags was packed? How did it all go down?
The bags packed was the second time. We didn't get to that one yet.
You talking about the first?
The first time was the mama. The second time the bags was packed, I ain't seen it coming. We didn't get to that shit.
One day.
It's a beautiful struggle. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
It's a beautiful struggle.
One day I was in the basement. He was in the basement. I didn't even know he was in the basement.
This was the first apartment we got together. This was towards the end of the whole.
I'm like, yeah. Cause I'm tired. Get off the phone, do a little bit, then he come up like 5-10 minutes later. I was like,
right. That's how you feel?
That's how you feel? I was like,
That's how you feel?
You got caught.
I got caught. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cat was up there, like, damn, yeah, I feel like this now. Like,
I was about to say, did you hold it in or did you tell your truth?
It was.
I can't even remember what I said. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, after that, it was pretty much over. I just remember taking air conditioners and stuff out the window because we was out.
Wow. Yeah.
That was over. But it was funny because even in that, we still was...
It was like... It wasn't like
a whole breakup, but it was a breakup. Like, it was a breakup, but it wasn't a breakup because we just had our son.
Right.
So I still had to, deal with him, and then I don't know. It didn't seem like we broke up, even though we were still in two different places again. Yeah. And then
very much in limbo.
Yeah, it was a limbo. It was a limbo for sure.
How was your heart in that place towards each other?
It was always there because I never wanted to in that space and moment. I never had the need to wanted to talk to nobody else. It was just always there. Just was frustrating. we can't get this little part right. But I know that, if things, just so happen like we won the lottery tomorrow day, then we out. Like I knew that about him. I knew that it was like, oh, I just got a meal. Oh, come on, we out. Like so I knew that. So that part right there always made me, feel like I was still. It was still a lot of loyalty with him. Like you know what I'm saying. Not like it wasn't. It didn't make that struggle too much of a struggle. It just was like in it. So it's just like, and we were still growing. Like, got a new baby, you got daycare, you got low paying jobs at the time.
Right.
What was it around like 2010, 2012?
Like so you got to figure. So we bumped into each other in 04. By 2010, what did you say? 12? You said 10 or 12?
No, we bumped into each other in 05. And by 2010
so 5,
we had
6 years. Yeah.
And then by 2012 was when we was like,
right.
All right.
So how many years is that? 7
years? We was over that apartment a little bit. Mm-hmm. So it was like, all right, well, let you go stay with your mom and, figure that out. And I go over here. That was like all right, just go over there limbo. It wasn't like, all right, I'm tired of you, you tired. That wasn't really a breakup. It was just like.
It was kind of like a breakup too, because we still was arguing, going through whatever we was going through into that.
We was, but you still was smashing.
I mean,
so
my baby mama.
So that's not really a breakup. Because if you still having sex, that's not really a breakup. That's not like.
That's a whole other topic, because guys and females think different on that.
Okay, so tell me. That's what I'm saying. Tell me what's that about? Like, okay, at the time, that's your baby mama.
Like,
right.
Because remember.
And y'all just got finished living together.
Right.
Right? And then you separate. You just go on over to your mom's house. She going to her mom's house.
You broke up.
But you coming together to have sex.
So we broke up, but it still felt like a breakup because of like the certain
because the arguing,
all that. So it still felt like a breakup.
And we wasn't. We was together,
yeah,
and that was like
it felt like a breakup.
Not waking up with each other. You over here, you over there.
It felt like a breakup.
Right.
So
and then remember
when you
that time.
Ready to make up, that's when you called.
No,
I mean, because
not really.
No,
it wasn't that. It wasn't that because he was his heart was still always like, I still gotta come see y'all because I'm not like even in that. That's why I'm like, it wasn't a breakup because he wouldn't allow me or T. He wouldn't allow us not seeing us for like weeks on straight and nothing like that. So that wasn't it. It just was we was really trying to figure stuff out. However, remember I didn't want to get home.
Oh, sure, your phone.
One day,
it's a lot of things I'm not gonna remember.
What was that?
No, because then that's when I was like, that's how I was like, we was broken up. That's how he wasn't dating, but
I wasn't dating, but I mean,
he had old phone messages like, and I was
broken
like,
up. I wasn't dating though, but
he wasn't dating though, but it was like, I can't curse in the podcast, so it was like, ninja stuff.
You can say ninja.
It was ninja stuff.
It was ninja stuff.
But we moved on. It's like no, but no, it was like it even with all within that limbo stuff. Like I already like even with that I was like irked for a little bit, but I knew like where his heart was, so it never really made me on somebody insecure and stuff and be like, oh my God, I can't trust him. Like it was never it.
So tell me, I know you mentioned to me before, so what kind of work did y'all do apart? Because I know you mentioned to me before, when you guys were apart, you kind of just was getting yourself together, you was focusing on some things. So tell me about that.
When around 2015?
Yeah, 15.
The end of 2015 was when we that was the breakup.
15. That was the bags pack.
Y'all already was broken up.
No. So what happened was he got another. After she went back to her mom's, I wound up getting another apartment. The family moved back in, so we started rolling again.
Okay.
Then we moved from. It was some crazy neighbors we had, so I got another apartment, and then we moved into that one. Right, it was a little bigger, it was better, all that. During that time is when she decided to pack her bags and leave again. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like, you tripping? Like, again? So that was 15.
That was 2015.
Yeah, that was 15.
That was 2015. So wait, did you know something was up?
Yeah, that one got funny and got weird once we in the process, but That was just her. That was her. It was her being her feelings.
What happened, Brie? What was up?
I just was. I was really like, I was still trying to figure who Brianna was. Like, I got go from having this, like, having a baby is a situation, and I don't care.
She was scared and running. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
No, I felt like even just getting myself back to from having T, and then like it was just a lot. 'Cause at that time he was like 5,
right?
So it was just like, and me and you still was butting heads, and I was just like tired. Like I was just tired. That's just what it really was. Like it wasn't that we was just constantly butting heads, even though we go break up. We know we love each other, but we just knew that even when we did try, then it was like, all right, we try and we cool for a couple weeks, couple months, and then we back to butting our heads, and then it was getting the big old financial situation. So that was like overshadowing our whole relationship, and I just was like, I'm like, I just need a break, like, and that's just how I felt. Like I ain't know what we needed, what I needed a break for.
I was gonna say, did you have something that, like, in your mind where it was like, I need a break from
because
what?
everything was getting taken care of.
If you in this apartment, it's not like you.
We had 2 cars. We had 2 cars. We had food in the fridge and the freezer.
Come on,
the bills was paid. All that good stuff, right?
Right.
And she just was thinking that we was supposed. I don't know what she was thinking.
I just needed a break.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, and there was some money coming, like on some case money type time. So it wasn't like we was like struggling.
Right.
This time around, it was even better than the last time.
She said it was still a financial situation.
But no, it wasn't a financial situation. I think she just felt like, I don't know, I wasn't growing and changing fast enough for her. I don't know.
You were still being immature in the finances?
Probably.
Wasn't paying the bills on time, because that's a pet peeve?
That's her thing. That's
her thing. You can't pay the bills on time.
And it wasn't that I couldn't pay the bills on time.
Right.
But I just thought how I thought, not thinking that even though I can on time or not, whether I can or not, she's still going to feel some type of way. Like, but I still was like, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to just put this disclaimer out there for those who do not know. For the men who do not know, please, pay your bills, okay? Pay your bills.
It's way better.
And pay them on time. And don't complain about paying your bills. Make sure you got the money, and make sure you looking like you responsible, you doing your thing.
Exactly.
Please. Because if you nonchalant with your bills, then that may,
it's gonna be a problem
that's
in your
like a
relationship.
Red flag.
Yeah.
For the women that may say you're not responsible.
It just made me.
So that's what I'm saying. So that was another part of me still thinking I was grown and understood relationships, and I still wasn't ready.
You still wasn't ready.
Right.
How old were you?
I was probably 27.
27. He wasn't ready.
28, something like that. I was older than that. 30.
30?
31?
31.
He wasn't ready, y'all. He wasn't ready to pay the bills.
It was this and that. It was little things and that just made me not feel secure.
Right.
And that's what it was. And so when I came back around, it was like, ugh.
Right.
And I felt like yeah, I love him, but I still don't feel secure. So within that, I was like, I need a break, and not a break to be with no one else. A break to be with me, like a break to be with me, so I can know what secure also looks like too, because it's not just with money. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I was like, and I just couldn't. Everything was just clouded. I couldn't think, and I was just like, I need a break. And I knew he wasn't going anywhere because we had a kid together. So I was just like, all right.
And my whole argument was like, yo, like, what you mean? Like, we good. Like I said, we got 2 cars. We not going to be out on the street. And she just was like,
get down with it. I was like, you don't understand. Like,
and then even she left that one, I stayed there for like another 2 years or so. Like,
I left that apartment and went to stay with my sister.
She was with her sister. I stayed there for another couple years, and then I moved on from there. When I got another spot here and there, and then eventually.
He had his own apartment.
Yeah, I wasn't
I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Some of y'all like to leave.
Okay, they gonna find another in Cleveland.
Okay,
this is not
but this man had his own place.
I wasn't a Cleaver.
And then he had another place after that place. He kept the momentum going. Because he wasn't ready, but he was getting ready.
Oh yeah, I was still getting
ready. He was getting ready, okay? You was holding it down. You was showing some stuff. Because she had somewhere to bring the baby, and if she could spend the night.
Listen, he can stay on the weekends and all that.
That's what I'm saying. Come on
what I'm saying?
That's a check. That's a brownie point.
So
But I
still,
felt like we both need to do some growing too. We
Mm-hmm.
did. We really did. And we
still there. I still
He
wasn't all the way
did.
ready.
He wasn't ready. He was, but I was like, I'm cool with this. Like, I'm fine. And it took a while. It took a while. It did. It did. So from 2000, I want to really say I say 2016 because it was going into 2016.
Yes.
So from 2016 all the way to 2020.
2020.
Like February 2020.
That was like the breakup where it was like, I don't like you don't like me neither, child support, the whole all that.
What?
Yeah, that was
How
that
did we
whole-
get there?
Exactly. I don't know.
Because
Cause I wake up the bags is packed and you going and then I get a letter of child support. Like,
my.
so you leave me and I get a letter? I was like, ooh.
It was not baby.
I did not like that at all.
That stung.
It was not baby.
Yeah, I ain't like it was back to
What
back.
happened, Bree?
It was back to back.
What happened? You couldn't come to you know how they say a mediation?
It was back to
Why
back.
you had to go to the man right away?
It wasn't right away. What was right away?
Right away was like 5-6 months later.
No.
So, what was you expected?
I
What
don't
did you
know.
want that he wasn't doing?
That's what I'm saying. To this day, she don't know.
Yes, I did. No, I didn't.
You know. Come
You want
on.
me
Can
to say-
you tell SEN?
What I wanted.
Come on, people, because don't we want to hear the realness now?
Yeah.
What
What
I
you
wanted
want?
was.
Tell them what you wanted.
Tell us.
I wanted him to pay the bills on time.
This is on. I promise you that I will be making a meme about this.
That's all they want.
Because
wanted.
really, she said she just wanted him to pay the bills on time.
That was it though.
You got laugh.
Listen,
You
but
want
listen,
to pay the bills
but
on
listen,
time.
but the funny thing
And then
about
you
it,
didn't get a back, and then you got hit with a child support letter.
and I got hit with a child support letter, so I'm just looking like, oh, I don't like you at all.
How he gonna pay the bills on time?
And I, you know what I'm saying?
That was an encouragement. That was heat underneath your butt.
But
like,
no, all that stuff helped me still grow though to where I'm at right now though. Like I had to learn and go through all that because I still would have kept the same mindset. Like you feel me?
Oh my God. Somebody
We
need to be
used to
taking
really
notes.
be beefing. He used to be like, I don't get let them judge.
Uh-huh.
I don't care.
I got
them
I got
judge.
candles I've been waiting to burn. Like
What?
care about them lights.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I
It's
turn
more
around,
daytime than summertime anyway. Like
You're right.
Be like, what?
we ain't gonna be cold in the wintertime. No, the heat ain't gonna never be off. You know what I'm saying, and the lights was never off, but it just was what it was. Like just doing the 15th, I'm paying on the 23rd. Like so what? They gonna get it.
That triggered her.
So she ain't like that.
She didn't like
Yeah.
that.
You
Now,
know what
where
I
did this come
didn't
from?
like?
This
It
come
was
from your mom?
That's what I'm saying. So we come from two different backgrounds, even with that. So we
Your
even
mom don't play that.
so, but that's
with the
funny though. You
bills.
say that because we
with
talked
the
about that
bills.
how we was raised, like the way I was raised and how I seen my folks pay bills and how she was raised and see her folks pay bills, played a part in us growing up. So when we got together, her discipline with that was way more
Yeah.
than mine was, right?
Yeah, he was
So instead of me
okay.
learning from that, I still was going off for what I already how we survived in my family forever.
Right.
So that's what it was. You feel me? We good. I'm always good. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, I know we're gonna be good, but this is like responsible good. Like, it was just we would butt heads a whole lot with
so.
it.
Yeah, I wake up one Sunday and I come in the hallway and I see bags all on both sides of the hallway. I'm like, I'm going to the living room, kitchen, bag. She ain't. I look out the window. She put stuff in the back seat. I said, this.
He's okay. He's
Did you chase her?
No.
Did you go out
You know,
there?
I
and
said,
you
you want?
did
I said,
you
you
go?
want? I said, you want to leave?
did.
I grabbed some clothes out of the
Well,
closet.
what'd he do?
I
he
helped
started
her.
help me pick it.
Oh, you want to go? Then go then. Stuff out.
He get real petty. he
That's
started
right.
helping
It
me.
ain't that.
He's back.
He helped me for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, then I rolled
and
out.
I then left for the whole day.
When I came back, it was empty. You hear me?
Oh my God.
And I told you, better not take that TV. Mind you, her mom had gave us the TV for a housewarming gift. Better not take that TV. The TV was going. I came back, everything. I was
walking
like,
out there with the TV like.
took the
Because he didn't
TV.
pay it on time.
I ain't paid on time. So now that space where that TV used to be, it's a little smaller TV, but I still was cool, bro.
When you was looking at that TV, was you thinking about it? Like, shit got me watching the small TV.
But all that helps you grow and mature, though. That's what I'm saying. And all of that helps you grow and mature, though.
Oh my goodness, it was the tough love.
It was
Yeah,
the
it's
tough
all that.
love.
You need all that.
It was, and
Yeah, so we went through like 5 years of just the beef.
5
5 years of beefing?
It's the beef. Yeah, we beef for 5 years. So that so then
I didn't want to beef with her.
we beef for 5 years.
I didn't want to beef.
It was it because she put you on child support?
That was like the main one.
Yeah.
That was the main beef. You already.
That was the main.
So I mean, so tell me about it. Tell me about how men feel about child support.
That's the worst. That's the
It
worst.
is the worst,
It's a setup.
but I feel differently because my thing was mine was attached to responsibility. I didn't want to put him on child support just to be like, oh, we ain't together now. Here, like that's not my whole thing. But it was, to me, it was like, all right, it's just a little responsibility. We ain't here. If the shoe was on the other foot, then you know. But he was like, no, I wouldn't do that to you, and I'm like, well.
Did you feel like you was betrayed by the child
Oh no,
support?
for sure. That was a smack in the face for me. Cause it was like it's not. I feel like child support's for a deadbeat that ain't around, don't do nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't deserve that one. So that one hurt a little bit. That put the deadbeat stamp on you, like, bro, I no deadbeat, bro.
But then remember we went in child support. I think the first I don't know, but it was one of them days, and we did like a mediation, and we was really buddy.
Yeah.
We was. They was like, y'all friends.
So that was around the time, I
We
started.
got some money down, right?
No, that wasn't even about no money. It was about me just feeling happy mentally, like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just being in a good space, like it is what it is. So she caught me in one of them moments where I was like, it is what it is. I still feel good, like regardless of all this going on, I still feel good about it.
All right, so tell me about the work that you guys did separately in that time, because you said you was in a happy space.
Yeah, I just was finding myself. That's it.
How do you do that?
You gotta get closer to God.
All right, tell the people, because people don't know.
Oh, y'all don't know. Y'all have to have a personal relationship with God. Like that's how you start getting better. For real. That's the best way I can explain it.
Yeah.
That's the best way I can explain it.
I got my relationship real tight with God during that time, like mad tight.
Yeah.
It was crazy because I tell the story all the time. Like after I left him, I went to my sister's, stayed over there for a few months, and then she came into a point where she was like, all right, well, I'm about to leave too. And when she was leaving was somewhere smaller than where we was at. So it was me and my son and her daughter, and I was just like, so I had some money saved up, but it was just like, I don't know when I'm gonna stay. And I went to church one day, and I had, sometimes you just gotta open your mouth. And I had opened my mouth and said something to this lady, and she was like, she put me in contact with the then landlord that I had, and it was crazy because he put me right where I needed to be. I was like 5 minutes away from the church, and then I was like 5 minutes away from T school, so I was like right there. So that was my little house on the Prairie Avenue. I was calling my little Sittingham house, but that was like I was like appreciative for that because I was like, God put me there, but that was all, that's definitely what made me be like, yeah, this, I need to continue my relationship and strengthening my relationship with him, because you don't have to worry. He's gonna put you where you need to be, like where you need to be. Like he's gonna fulfill what you need to be fulfilled in your life if you just sit there and just chill.
Yeah. If you just sit there and chill. Just chill.
Just chill. All that loud noise, you gotta be quiet.
Yeah. So
definitely gotta be quiet.
And as I was in my bag, like praying, I was also praying for my husband. Didn't know I was praying for my husband over here. Like I just was like, God, and the time I just asking God to, get me prepared to be a wife and prepare my husband. And that was like my prayer for like a really long time within my breakup. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was just like, I knew that wasn't for me to choose. Like, I'm like, God, I'm gonna let you send them to me, and I know when it's right. Cause that's what everybody keeps saying. Like, and they keep saying, when you know.
Right.
And all the people that say that is, they have had, like, they look strong in their relationship. So I'm gonna go off of that. So that was the word.
So how do you think God prepared you to be a wife in that time?
Kind of like really a lot of alone time. Definitely shutting the house down. Like, you can't go out and be screwing this person, screwing that person. You talking about you trying to be getting ready to be a wife. Like, you just can't. Like,
Come on
it's just
now.
not happening.
It's not happening.
It's not, and so with that, I couldn't go out and date how I would, how I would see my girlfriends date, or just be out here just trying to be like, oh, hey, just, because people your hey may be like, oh, hey, I just want to, maybe trying to like spark up a conversation, but their may be like, oh, she with it. Like, no, that's not it. Right. So you can't even, so I had to put a big wall up. Because I didn't want to misconstrue nothing with nobody, because I was in that place where I was like, it's going to be a shutdown situation. He's going to give it to me. It's for my husband.
Right.
So I got to be this way. Now I can still, turn a little charm on when I feel like, you have a vibe with somebody, whatever, but it's still like, this is what I'm doing, and if you don't like it, you can be out,
Right.
So that's where I was at with, with my walking guide and stuff like that. But it was cool. I learned a lot about myself. I did. I learned a lot that I had to shut. I can't really move out here like other females would like to move. Because if you trying to stand on what you standing on, you have to really be there.
Right. So. I love that. What about you, Mr. Jackson? How was your experience?
Pretty much the same, just a lot of long time, quiet time. I dated a little bit, but it never was really there. I always knew where I wanted to be at, for sure. I tell her that all the time too, though. And then it's funny because in the world stopped. That's what actually made us get back together, because we still was moving at our own speeds. Then the world stopped, and then that's when we kind of started getting back close again.
Yeah.
So that's how we wound up getting married during the corona.
Right.
Wow.
Right. Because the world stopped, and I was going over making sure they was good, checking on them and all that. And then we started having conversations. They went to deeper conversations, and then we looked up.
We
was getting married.
Might as well lock it down.
Might as well just get married. The world was, we ain't know what the state of the world was in. So it was just like, it wasn't like we got married because we like, oh, we don't know what the world about to end. Like,
no,
it wasn't even that. It just was like, we've been rocking and rolling since like 2005, and like our feelings is still the same for each other. Like, it's still the same. Whether or not we've been through the fire, or I did this or he did that, or whatever, we still always was able to come together and still be friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like, well, I might as well have a friend for life.
I like that. Might as well.
Might as well have a friend for life. So, and I mean, it's like, might as well is already my kid's father, so I might as well.
Oh, and you had another baby.
Yeah, we had another baby.
Oh my goodness. And so this was after you guys got married?
After we got married.
That's the person I've been looking at. When did you
Oh my goodness.
Little love child.
Little love baby. When did you get here?
You know what they say? They say eyes haven't seen and ears haven't heard what you have in store. So it's like you don't even know like the plans that God had for you. It's just like you said, like you walking that thing out, and then you just chill, and it's different.
It's different.
Very different. Like, don't get me wrong, it's been 5 years that we was apart, and we didn't have to relearn each other, but we still had to get to know each other. It was a 5 year,
for sure.
period. So it was things that he didn't know about me, or things that I was doing that he didn't know.
And she was also watching for old triggers too.
Yeah.
That's because she didn't want to marry me. Like, she was looking for those, and then once she peeped, like, all right, he all the way.
Yeah. I was looking. I had my
I'm
kid out.
talking about she was looking hard. She was looking hard.
You knew she was looking?
He knew.
Because I was telling her, like, how can somebody prove to you that they are already a change if you don't even let them? You gotta let them. But then you also can't do a lot of talking. You gotta be all motion and action, so when they seeing what they see, they could be like, all right.
I like that.
Yeah, I definitely had to let that walk. Once he said that, I was like, right. You're absolutely right. Because I buy myself flowers now. Did you know that? And he didn't know that. So it was like I wasn't doing that when I was in the relationship with him. But that was something that he learned while, we was, getting to know each other again. And what a beautiful time to get to know each other when the world shut down. It's nothing to do.
It was nothing to do.
It was beautiful. Wasn't that beautiful? It was beautiful. I say, listen, we always say the pandemic was popping for us.
I know that's right.
The pandemic was popping for us. Like, it was.
Yeah, we came out of that and just been rolling ever since.
Yeah, it was like.
Which was good, though.
Yeah. It was sad.
So, how is it now being married?
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
I really enjoy it. I enjoy the ups and the downs.
I enjoy the favor.
Mm-hmm.
The favor on it.
Yeah.
It's different.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It's very different.
Especially when we did the boyfriend, girlfriend, baby father, baby mama, husband, wife thing. So we didn't been through every stage of it.
Yes.
And this is the best one it's been so far. Really.
It has been.
Wow.
It has been. I want to go back to that baby mama stage. That baby
that's horrible,
stage,
John. Boyfriend, girlfriend, John, cute. Y'all got to start
cute.
there. That's cute.
Yeah,
and all
it
that.
was fine. It was cute.
Yeah, it's cute.
We did the baby mama, baby dad thing. And the thing about it was, look, it wasn't like he never wanted to marry me because he was like, I'll marry you now.
You go to that municipal building right now.
She was like,
She
I'm
was
not
like,
paying no bills, you guys.
Not right there. Listen, asking me, we sitting on the couch, his feet over here, our feet in the middle. He got drawers, I got drawers. We talking about something. We going in the municipal building right now.
Like, so, man, but
it's my 1 knee ads, my flowers.
Come on,
my
where is
star.
it?
Where's that at? So I was like, not paying them bills like that.
So wait, you like to be romanced?
Yes,
I do. And this one right here.
Listen, I'm romantic.
So, what's romantic?
What is romantic?
No.
What is it?
saying.
Like, how
What
is it?
is
How can you be romantic?
You got to plan. Romantic. You got to plan.
Yeah.
Or you know what? If you that good, sometimes you don't even have to plan because it just come out. But if you're not there, that's where you got to start at. You got to plan.
Okay.
You got to plan.
Listen.
But I take loyalty over being romanticized because there's people out here that are romanticize your socks off and then be over there humping down the streets and with the lady in the
Come on now.
or over there in your wallet trying to scheme your whole life out. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
Listen, I'm romantic though.
he is romantic.
In my own way, I can't explain how to be
He's
romantic.
he's romantic because he's very affectionate. He rubs me down. He talks to me. He has his moments where he definitely gives me my flowers. Like, yeah, he is romantic. But
I'm not the what you see on TV romantic.
No, he's not that romantic. Like,
the one that they looking for the fairy tale happy ending romantic.
Oh my God, for me.
Yeah.
I'm working my way there because it's levels to this husband thing too.
It is
You know
levels.
what I'm saying? This is my first time ever being a husband. I'm still learning. I only been a husband 2.5 years. So
Yes.
I'm still,
You still learning.
And I encouraged him saying that because it's not, we'll be like we be real fast and be like you. So
that's my go-to. I'm still learning.
He's still learning.
Yeah, man, I fixed all this
I
other
love
stuff.
it.
I still gotta,
Yeah. Yeah.
Slow down. I got it.
I love it so much. And so, what have you seen different about Brianna since you guys got married?
Where have I seen different about my baby? I don't know.
Cause I've been the same way.
Pretty
She
much.
been the same?
This has pretty much been the same for me all the time. Like my rock. So it's like it's nothing different. Like So she's always been the same. That's why she's my wife because she's always been what she's been to me. Like besides the little breakups and all that, that was what it was supposed to be. But she is what I needed. So that's why
You learned. And you changed. And it was worth it.
It was. It was like because you don't want to be 40, 50, 60, all that just lonely and just still doing the same two-step like
I'm
that,
telling you.
they get played out, man. And you be looking real weird out here by yourself with a whole other generation. Just
My goodness.
right.
It's true.
So
Yeah.
you gotta know when to bow out gracefully.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I could say that I have seen things differently, and see, not a lot because he's still the same, but just in how he responds, to certain situations that I know, like that I know that are triggers, or that I know that that just wouldn't sit right with him.
Yes.
So I see how he responds, whether it's from me or it's from other people, especially other people. I see how he responds in that's a big one right there. Cause him and I we're the same but we're different. Like he's more vocal than I am, so I think that's why we kind of like balance each other.
Yeah.
I sit back and just chill, and I won't say nothing until I do say something. But you know. I sit back a lot. He's right, Johnny on the spot. Like, if he sees somebody sees something wrong with something, like, he speaks on it, like, all the time. So, that's what I need in my life. But then, he also needs the part where I add in his life where it just be like, sit back and just don't say nothing. And just watch.
Right.
So, we give that, we give that all to each other. But then there's, I've seen him pick that part up about him a lot more since we've been married, and it's been nice to see. It has been.
And I pay the bills on time.
Yes.
Let's not forget that.
Yes.
I gotta get a haircut because you
We
is
gotta
not
get a
getting
haircut
put
right
out.
there.
You paying the bills on
Listen,
time.
we is becoming one more and more each day. But listen, when I tell you this financial thing, I'm very proud of us. Like.
Yes, come on.
Very, very proud of us.
Yes, please boast a little bit. Come on.
We don't have that much, we don't know, we not financial gurus or nothing like that, but it's one thing to know all the knowledge about where the money comes from, what to put it in, do that stuff.
Yes.
But it's a whole nother ball game in managing what you bring in this inflation world.
Yes.
And becoming one with, with each other, and it's like, it's kind of hard. It's like, I be like, yo, I need to know.
Right.
And he'd be like, I just need it. And I'd be like, but I need to know. I don't care if it's 25 cents.
Wow.
And so we have to talk, and that just forces us to talk, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like,
you gotta have communication with
got
everything.
to. Because it'd be like, it's come to the point where it's like, I don't want to be like, oh, he probably was asking for permission, like, to grab money. I was like, no, not asking for permission,
because it'd be
just
like,
running by me,
it's
so
it's
I know
money.
it's there.
Why I gotta ask for my money, and it's
Right.
like you don't get it. So it's like little.
Yeah, it's not permission. It's just like, just say, because it's like we have our money in one pot or whatever, and then it's like, if I have a vision like, oh, I'm gonna go in here and take $20 out for this, but I don't ever say nothing to you, but then you like, oh, I'm about to go over here and I'm about to take $60 out.
Yeah.
Well, that's
so how
that's
does
$80
that,
right there. Like,
yeah,
you know
how
what
does
I'm
that
saying?
actually
So
go?
like,
So do you guys always like text each other or call each other before you spend money?
It's not always where I spend money. It's more like if I spend $100, right, I might not see her all day, but then I'll be like, and then I took a bean for whatever.
right.
Yeah.
She might see me later on the day. I spent on for some. I needed to get this, that, and the third, so I spent this on that. So it's more of that thing.
Okay. It's like
I'm about to spend $30 at Walmart real quick. Can I get to go on that? It ain't none of that.
It's not
okay.
It's definitely not that, but it's like if it's like if we're in it like a savings, more so in a savings pot, whatever.
Right.
If I gotta go in there and take something out, so I'll be like, whoa, what was it?
Yeah.
What? How much? But but it's like I have a problem where I'm always in the account too. So if I don't know,
Stalking
you in the account every day?
Stalking the dollars.
I
Yeah.
Stalking it down.
like, just in case somebody dropped a little bit of extra, like.
Right.
But I know I have to be in there because for real, things will go missing. You be looking like, yo, what's up? So I'll be needing to know. I'll be on the phone like, listen, I didn't authorize that. What's happening?
Right.
So I see something missing. I'll be like, so that just he knows that triggers me. So I just be like, just say like yo, I just sit out.
Yo, so what I pretty much did was what you have to do is you pretty much just gotta pretty much let go. Happy wife, happy life.
Tell them again. Wait, speak up. Speak into the mic.
You gotta let go.
Uh-huh.
Happy wife, happy life. You gonna be good. Trust me, you gonna be good.
We
You
talk
still
about
gonna be able to do you, like, cause I still
It's
do
not
me.
like- yeah, it's not about
But
I don't be like,
it's not a control ego thing at all.
right.
So don't think that. Like
Yeah,
it's a beautiful thing though. Trust me.
I just be like, I just
Happy
needed to
wife,
know. That's
happy
all.
life, he said.
We be needing to know. Women, we need to know. I'm just saying. But then sometimes we need to let go, and he does a really good job with letting me, just telling me, be like, chill, sit back and fall back, and I do, don't I?
For sure.
I do. Yeah, he does.
Because he's changed now.
Yeah, it ain't that. It ain't that. It ain't that. I got you.
He definitely let me. He definitely told me to sit back and
I got you. Don't
chill.
worry
But,
about it. I got you.
So one thing I want to say, what I do love is the trust.
Mm-hmm.
You know, relationships is so hard. Like, it's
Right.
hard to like trust one another and to really feel that confidence. But you guys built that, and that's the bomb.
No, for sure.
Yeah, I love
That's
it.
priceless stuff though. Like that's what it's all about. Those type things. The trust.
Yes.
All that. Priceless.
And the thing about it is, like, it wasn't that what y'all went through it turned out, that beautiful struggle turned out to build the trust even more,
Right.
right? Because sometimes you be looking at somebody, it's like, you too good to be true, Ninja. Ninja, you hiding something.
Right.
Something's underneath there.
Something.
Because ain't no way
Be like, I
you
watch
like
the IG
this.
channel.
Right.
Come on now.
And it's
hide.
a
You-
mental thing too though. You gotta
Yes.
want to do this. Like
Yeah.
like you gotta wake up every day and make a conscious decision. Like this is what I want to do.
You gotta choose every day.
You gotta choose that every
True,
day.
every day, and you have to, because this is a big thing. Like, my maiden name is Pray, Brianna Pray. So
Right.
I had to let go of Brianna Pray every single day.
Wow.
Like, because Brianna Pray is not a wife.
Wow.
She's not. Just that, and it's like, you know, it comes in many ways that you find out, like, oh dang, I gotta kill that person off. Like,
Wow.
it's little stuff like. Even when you got like family members, like, you know, don't call me Brianna Pray in front of him.
I work hard with this.
I
Yeah.
work on
Disrespect like that.
my name. Be like Tina Turner.
That's right.
I get to keep my name.
Don't disrespect me like that.
Yes, he like. Is he like, I work hard to get that name.
Yeah, for sure.
So, and he knew, and I respect it.
I know that's
And
right.
so I made my changes to be Jackson, and that's what it is. Like, so, and every day I have to separate who Brianna Pray is from who Brianna Jackson is, and it's, you know, I make some mental adjustments, but it's not big, you know. So
Yes.
it's good.
It's good mental adjustments.
It's so good.
All right, let me check the time. So yeah, we're coming into a place where we're about to end. We've been on here almost an hour now.
Okay.
Look at that.
So I do want you guys to come back and do your own podcast.
I would love to.
Yeah.
Yes, as
That'd
a
be little
couple,
more, yeah.
and just do, and you know, just chit chat and give the people some wisdom, and they're gonna come up with their own title, and they're gonna do their thing.
I would
And
love
I'm
that.
gonna love it because I need to be over here taking notes. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to be taking notes too. It's so funny because when you shared about, you know, like the wife thing, and you know, like chilling out and not putting yourself out there like that. I talked about that 2 weeks ago because a lot of us, we say, oh, we want a husband, but then we out doing whatever we want. We're not getting ready for
We're
it.
not getting ready for
We're
it
not
at all.
prepared for it, and you know, we say one thing but we do another.
Absolutely.
So I'm so grateful to have you guys on.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to see you guys on the podcast by yourself without me. And you want to share with the people just I guess just and some encouragement that somebody who may be in the baby daddy stage.
So baby daddy stage. And if you in the baby daddy stage and you really love your baby mama, then make her an honest woman. You feel me?
And then if you're a baby mama, I'ma say let him fail to watch him do the things that he say that he's gonna do.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
'Cause- real good. Yeah, because we'll get in that. We do this and keep account of all these things that that he ain't doing.
Right.
So,
All right.
be
y'all.
nice to him because you never know.
Be nice.
you gotta be nice to him.
She talking about be nice.
Because you gave me a lot of messages throughout the years, and I just looked at him and I'm like, okay. Didn't I ain't never really responded to him like that.
Really?
He used to give me books.
Every now and then I pop
Every
up
now
with
and
some-
again, he'll pop up, and I'll be like, my phone be like, bing, 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 bing.
I come
I'll be
up,
like,
I'll be feeling something similar, and I think
Just check. I'm gonna tell you how I feel right
go
here.
ahead and
Now
sit
take
on that. Go ahead and sit
they
on
go
that.
sit on that one right there. They go have a good night.
Yeah. And it wouldn't be bad though.
It won't be bad, but it'd be like,
good,
this
it'd be
boy's
good.
emotional,
It
right?
just, it just depends on how I felt. Some be good, bad. If you quit with the child support one, it was coming off a little hot.
Yeah.
If I was sitting by myself for a minute and some good memories came by, it was good.
No, certainly. Yeah.
You know.
So, be nice. That's all I need. Be nice.
Be nice. And you know, one thing I love what you shared about praying for your husband.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, a lot of times, like we don't want to do that. We want to sit there and tell God what we want, how to send them, but just not praying for him. Like,
Yeah.
you know, we pray selfish prayers. So I really thank you for sharing. Thank you guys for coming on
Appreciate
Single Exposed Podcast to give us some single people some confidence, some wisdom. Because we need some hope.
There's still some hope out there.
It's still some
definitely
hope.
out
If,
there.
you,
I told
if
you.
I'm married, there's some hope out there. Trust me.
He's a charmer, so if he ain't get me, he's gonna get somebody. Somebody's gonna fall for him. He's a charmer, y'all.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
Oh, y'all so cute. All right, say bye to the people.
Bye,
Guys,
y'all.
thank
See
you
you
guys for
later.
tuning in. Make sure that you share it. You can also catch it on YouTube underneath Single Exposed Podcast on YouTube. If you go underneath there, you can hit live and see the live videos that we just did.